Taurus TX22. This is one from our school that we use. This was always our left-handed gun, so it saw the least amount of rounds in it. And this just arrived from me. So this is the Taurus TX22 Competition kit assembly that Taurus made. These were difficult to get. I finally got one. Yes, I had to pay $200 for it. So what comes in here? You have some instructions, and we'll just set those down to the side. You get the slide that has your optic mount on it, barrel, it's threaded. And these are going to be, I'm sure these are mounting plates for it. So this is the optic that I have. Not really the one I wanted to put on here, but I had this one for another gun, never did use it. So I'm just going to mount it on this gun today. And this is the HS407C Holosun that we're putting on here. The top of it gets so some of that steel up there is hanging from chains and you don't really hear it hitting, but every one of those connected with steel, and I'm shooting at 4-inch, 6-inch, and 8-inch pieces of steel with this thing. Man, that's fun. Okay, Taurus, what's going on here? Look at this. The plate's coming loose. I just put this on. I went to the range and shot it, maybe 200 rounds through it. Everything worked perfect, but now the plate's about to fall off. I took the slide off. The only way to access this plate is from the top, so I'm going to have to take the optic off now. Let's pull it off and see what's wrong with it. So here's the issue, the screw. These screws put in by Taurus are coming out. So let's pull these out and see what's going on. They're about to fall out on their own. Well, first thing, no Loctite. See the oil here and the oil down in here? So we need to clean these screws holes out, and we need to Loctite these screws back in. So if you get the Taurus TX22, make sure you go ahead and pull this off, take these screws out, clean them out good, and put your Loctite on it before you mount your optic and go to the range. I'm going to use a little brake cleaner, put it on a Q-tip, and clean these out. We just insert it, push down on it, and try to screw it in so that your Q-tip goes down in the hole, cleans it out. Now we're not going to use the same Q-tip on this side, and let's just do the other side now. Let's clean these screws off too. I'm going to put them in the rag where I just applied it to clean them real good too. Take a dry, clean Q-tip, and let's just check them. Make sure they're clean and dry inside of there. Let's clean this off. A little bit of Loctite on our screw. Let's put our plate back on. Be sure and put it on the proper way. Drop our screw in place. Nice and easy, start your screw. We're just going to start it and just barely snug it down. No real pressure on it, okay? A little bit of Loctite. Drop the second screw in place. Remember, start it gently. We're just going to snug it now. We're going to put a little pressure here. I'm going to move back to the top. And this is a T10, just like on your optic, your Holosun optic screws. Same thing fits it. So we just want to snug it down. Go back here. There we go. I would say around 15 inch-pounds, same as you do on your optic. The plates that come with this optic mount, these plates have 4 sides. If this side doesn't work, then flip this side over. This one doesn't work, then flip this side over. You got to find the pattern that matches the optic that you are going to use. So for the Holosun we're using, it's the one with 3 dots on it here. So we want to put our 3 dots in. Let's drop it in. Let's see which way it goes. So it won't fit that way, so we just rotate it around and it drops right in. Now we take our optic and we match up the holes in the front with the holes in the bottom. Snap them right in. Now that we've got our plate back on, I'm going to add a little bit more Loctite to this. The reason I'm adding a little bit more Loctite is, 1, I don't want it to come loose. 2, I think that the factory Loctite that was on here, we've already weakened it by using it one time. So let's just drop our screw in place. Let's just start our screw real quick so it doesn't fall out of there. Again, nice and gentle when you're starting these screws. It only takes a little bit of Loctite, not a whole lot. Drop it in, set that one back in place. Now, snug it down. Let's go back and let's snug this one down. A little bit of pressure. A little bit of pressure. A little bit more and a little bit more. I'm just going to check it real quick. We're going for 15 inch-pounds here. And there we are. There we go. So we got our optic back on here. We've got our plate back on. We got it tight, cleaned it out, put Loctite on it. And we're going to let this sit for 24 hours now before we go out and shoot this thing. I hope this helps you guys. Don't push your responsibility as an adult off onto a child. Buy gun locks and gun safes. Till next time, take care, folks. Man, that's fun.